Good afternoon, everyone. So I thought I'd do a little monthly update and check in with all of you. I hope you're all doing well. So I'm out here currently in phase 7. Things are moving along really quick out here. Minto's really making some tremendous strides out in this area. One of the things I wanted to touch on with everybody were a couple of questions and procedures that we're going to go through. I'm going to talk about our process at closing, Minto's process at closing, and answer a couple of Q&As that I've gotten over the past couple of weeks. So first off, I'm going to go over the Q&As. We are getting a few phone calls about some slabs being poured from clients asking us about the recessed shower areas. So if you have a zero entry shower area, every shower is going to be recessed. When they get ready to make it a zero entry shower area, they're going to fill it in with some concrete and they're going to pitch that towards the drain. It's the way every slab's done. That's the way they do zero entry showers. So if you see that, please don't be alarmed. That's stock standard. It is a common question that I get. Once I explain it to somebody and they can kind of see the process, it makes sense. Secondly, on your A selections and B selections, one of the things to be cognizant with is when you come down for your how we build, the builder and myself and your selections, unless it's denoted in the what we call reflective ceiling plan for like outlets and stuff, if you have asked for an outlet to be raised or a raised outlet, it'll be in your paperwork, but in the plan, sometimes they forget to denote in the reflective ceiling plan for the builder that that's supposed to be a raised outlet. Ran into this a couple times over the past couple weeks. It's a very easy fix. No reason to get anxious, worried, or anything about that. It's an easy fix, but it's not that people aren't paying attention. If it's not denoted correctly in some of the paperwork, it does get a little bit confusing. I had it happen with 2 clients this week, and for both those clients, we're getting it taken care of, and you already know about that, and I'm glad we could all work through this. Nobody's really bent out of shape or anything. It's an easy fix, especially at the pre-drywall. But that's one of the important reasons to come down for the how we build, or if you do it virtually, to really pay attention and be cognizant of all the choices you make. We are cognizant of them also. But again, if we have the same information as the builder and somehow from design to the builder or design to your paperwork, it doesn't translate, that's why you pay attention to that how we build. The next thing I'm going to talk about is our closing procedures and Minto's closing procedures. So Minto, about 6 weeks out, the builder is going to do what they call a QA, which is their punch list. That has to be done once everything is installed, such as all your landscaping, everything's in there. That QA punch list gives the builder a starting point for building your punch list on the house. Things that need to be tightened up, things that need to be corrected, things that need to be addressed. That's about 6 weeks out from your closing. About that time is when Minto is going to set your closing date. You'll receive a call from Minto Corporate. And those dates are based off of when that builder starts his QA. 3 weeks after that QA, Minto is going to send an internal person in, which is their QI, quality inspector. That quality inspector is going to go in, verify everything that's on that punch list, look at everything that's been done, look at the timelines that were given for those items to be done, and look at what has been done and what hasn't been done. If something's on that punch list and has been scheduled, but the trades haven't come in, that QI person's going to call that trade and kind of ride them about getting it done. It also is when that QI person's going to come in and go through your selections just as we have, and also anything that they find needs to be on that punch list, they are going to add that to the punch list. This is kind of a report card check-in for the builder. The builder gets graded on how the house is. So the builder endeavors to get as much done as possible correctly and nicely by the time they do that QI. That's about 2 to 3 weeks out from your closing. About a week after that is when your new home celebration is going to happen. Now, this is your opportunity to walk the home, talk to the builder, things that you find cosmetically that you don't find appealing or things that you'd like to have addressed, anything along that lines. The builder is going to give you an hour and a half to 2 hours to do it. This is approximately 7 to 10 days out from your closing. It's very important that you pay attention to it. Ask questions. The builder's going to walk through your operation of your HVAC, all of your appliances, your hot water heater, go over your pool if you had one, talk about when pool school is going to be, talk about the handover to master care. It's kind of like the preparation of the builder getting ready to go to closing for you and also preparing you for the next steps in that process. The day following your new home celebration, we are going to be doing our final inspection. And the reason why we do your final inspection at that time, there's a couple of reasons. The first one is I don't want you going in with any preconceived notions. We already kind of have an idea of what we're looking at. We've been working with the builder throughout. I want you to go in with your fresh set of eyes. You know, we're all part of a team. The builder, you, myself, we're all part of a team to get you your house as tight as possible by the time you close. I would be remiss to say that I've only had one house out of 700, and I think it was like 87 as of last month, that has closed with 0 defects at that walkthrough. But we're going to go through that house and re-inspect everything. We are the final catch-all. You had the builder doing his QA, which we've been talking to him about the build, so that QA is going to have some items on it, but for the majority of anything major, we've already talked to him about. They're going to have the QI person come in. They're going to look at the builder, and they're going to grade them, and they're going to add to it. You're going to come in, talk to him cosmetically. They're going to add to that for your new home celebration sign-off sheet. We're going to come in the day after, and we're the final catch-all. We do find there hasn't been a house out here we haven't found anything wrong with yet, except for one. We do go through. Average home's amount of defects ranges from anywhere from about 10 to 18 defects. That's nothing to be alarmed about. That's nothing to be scared about. We are going to talk with the builder from the time that we do that inspection to the time of closing. You're going to get a copy of that report the following morning along with the builder. One of the key points here is we're still going to be walking that house up until the day of your closing. When you show up, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 items, minor, like paint touch-ups or something like that they need to take care of. That is standard. I mean, it's not saying it's acceptable, but it does happen. And the builder is going to talk to you about that the day of closing. One of the things that I can say to you guys is positivity really breeds success. What I've noticed out here is the clients that I've seen be very positive with the builder, you know, understand that this is a construction process, understand that you have a 2 and 10 warranty with Minto, understand that we're coming out 11 months, they're going to be doing the home inspection at the 11-month warranty also, really does help them wrap their arms around the whole process. Once you go to closing, you're going to move in next day, month, whatever, whenever you guys move in. Some people are not moving in right away. Some people are good to go and ready to move in. I want you to give me a call about a week to 10 days later. I don't want to just kind of pop in, because sometimes you're moving stuff in, you're getting settled, as my wife likes to call it, you're nesting. I want you guys to give me a call if you need to, and I'm going to walk through any questions that you have. One of the things I say is there's no such thing as a silly question except for the one you don't ask. In preparation for that 11-month warranty from your closing, I tell everybody, minor items, corner cracks, nail pops, paint touch-ups, stockpile those. These houses are curing. So right now I'm sitting at the end of Good Life Way at, let's see here, lot 1846 is to my left. You know, this house is opened up right now. It's exposed to the elements. Doesn't mean it's getting damaged, but it means that the wood's not curing. It's opened up to humidity, factors in the environment, everything like that. So the wood content is somewhere between 14 to 17%, okay? Through the course of 11 months, a full year of building, the moisture content is going to drop. And it's going to drop due to the fact of HVAC, dehumidification, and heat. And wood's going to contract. As it contracts, you're going to get minor corner cracks, you're going to get nail pops. One of the big things I can say is unless you like cleaning your house every 3 to 4 months, because they're coming in sanding, painting, stuff like that, and they're going to have to come back in again because you're going to find more. Corner cracks do happen, nail pops happen. Stockpile is the 11 months. A perfect example is when I moved into my house, we had a corner crack in our living room wall. My wife was insistent that we had it addressed immediately. I told her, I said, you can do that, but the house isn't done curing, it's gonna come back. Sure enough, 3 weeks after they came out and repaired it, the corner crack was back. So just because you see at 3 months something, you get this minor corner crack going on, doesn't mean to call Master Care right away, because the house isn't done curing yet. It's just, it's a suggestion. You don't have to listen to me about it, but it really is going to save you some sanity on it. Anything major, such as electrical outlets stop working, or microwaves is giving you an issue, or the dishwasher is giving you an issue, the HVAC, call them. I mean, that goes without saying. Call Master Care, call the applicable tradesperson to come out. They're going to have a list of people inside the electrical panel, and sometimes in the laundry room on the what I call the brain boxes, where your internet goes. They're going to have a list of people to call if something happens. Things are moving great out here. Things are picking up. My timelines are still running 9 to 11 months. I have quite a few houses closing in the next 30 days out here in Phase 7. I have a few in Phase 4 still to go. Phase 8 is starting to book with us also, but they're still probably, I'd say, 5 to 7 months out from starting construction out there. The big thing I can tell you guys is, you guys have a great community. Almost all my clients I've met, I say all my clients I've met out here in Phase 7 have been absolutely wonderful people, and I appreciate all of you. There's no such thing as a silly question except for the one you don't ask, and we're here to answer it for you. One of the things I do have an ask from you guys is when you get the call from Minto for your new home celebration, your closing date, I'm usually on top of these items and know probably before you do, but please call and verify with me that our dates match, because sometimes what happens is Minto will release a date to you and they'll release a date to me, and sometimes I might be off by a week. I might know a week before it goes to their corporate office, and the corporate might push it a week, which kind of messes with my calendar a little bit, and sometimes the builder doesn't necessarily have control of that either. So when you get your new home celebration and your closing dates, please contact me with that information. It's incredibly helpful. It's just a trust but verify type of item on that. Other than that, I really look forward to meeting all of you guys once you get down here. You've all been wonderful. It's a little chilly today, so I'm trying to stay bundled up. But, if you need anything, please give us a call. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Whoever your football team is, I'm rooting for them. My team's out, both college and pro, both done for the year, but, it is what it is. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I look forward to meeting all of you. If you need anything, please give me a call. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.